Good evening. I'm Chaplain David Fromer, and welcome to the Jewish Chapel here at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. It's an honor to join you for our Jewish Welfare Board Hanukkah video celebration and to light the first candle of the holiday with you. The story of Hanukkah tells of the military heroism and divine intervention that secured our ancient forefathers' religious and political freedom in the land of Israel. It's a story that has captured the imagination of all Americans, dating back to the generation of the founding fathers who themselves fought to secure the freedom we enjoy today. Legend tells of a Jewish soldier in the Continental Army explaining the meaning of Hanukkah to George Washington. And while this may or may not have happened, a statue of Judah Maccabee, hero of the Hanukkah story, stands here at West Point, founded in 1802, commemorating his place among the greatest leaders in military history. As Jewish service members, we and our families carry on a tradition of military service dating back to the historical events of Hanukkah and even the times before that of Joshua and King David. We honor the Maccabees story, and we add our own as we recite the three blessings for this first night of Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, Vetzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Hanukkah Sameach. Happy Hanukkah. Rock of ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amid the raging throng were our sheltering tower. Curious they assailed us, but your love amazed
Good evening. My name is Rafael Berdugo. I am currently stationed at Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst in New Jersey, where I serve as the Deputy Joint Base Senior Chaplain. I am going to introduce you to the laws of Hanukkah very briefly. Hanukkah begins this year, Thursday evening, December 10th, and ends Friday evening, December 18th, which means that the first candle is lit Thursday night, and the last night, with all 8 candles being lit, will be Thursday night, December 17th. It is customary for women not to do any work during the time the lights are on. Some only during the first 30 minutes. And the reason for that is because the miracle of Hanukkah came through Judith the Maccabee. More will be, so for those who want to know more about the story of Judith and the Maccabee, will be able to see it in one of the other videos that are posted. The menorah can be made from any material. However, preferably, though it should be from copper, because the menorah used in the temple during that period after the Maccabees' victory was made of copper. However, if one can afford to make it from silver, it's even better. One should preferably use olive oil because the miracle of Hanukkah was done with olive oil. However, all kinds of oil and candles, as you see here, are permitted. The best time to light is during twilight, which is between sunset and dark. The reason is because of publicizing of the miracle, as we want maximum exposure. Our sages deemed that that was the optimum time where most people would see it, which was at the time when most people came back from work, back in the day before street lighting existed. One may not derive any benefit from the light of these candles, such as reading by their light, or even to light another candle from it. We light the first night from the far right-hand side of the menorah, facing you. Every subsequent night, we add a candle to the left and always light the new candle first. So if it's the 4th night of Hanukkah, we'd start from this light and we work our way down. The first night of Hanukkah, we light this one. Second night, we start from here and we're down. Third night from here, we work our way down. 4th night, and so on and so forth. Friday night, we first light the menorah, then we light the Shabbat candles. On Saturday night, in synagogue, we first light the menorah, because of publicizing the miracle is preferred, and then we do Havdalah. At home, we first do Havdalah because we do what's more frequent, and then we light the menorah according to most authorities. Last and not least, we add the Al Hanisim prayer in our grace after meals and in the Amidah prayer during Shemona Esrei. If one forgets to insert them, though, they do not repeat the benching or the Shemona Esrei.
Hi, I am Rabbi Yonatan Warren. I am a Navy chaplain and rabbi at Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command in sunny Portsmouth, Virginia, home of the first and the finest Navy hospital in the fleet. So I'm going to talk about Hanukkah and Christmas. There has been some sort of suggestion that Hanukkah is the Jewish Christmas. I would like to suggest that Hanukkah is just the Jewish Hanukkah and Christmas is the not Jewish Christmas. So what do they have in common? They have that they are cultural touchstones. Whether you are a person of faith or without faith, you kind of know what's going on with Christmas in the world. You kind of know that there's a thing called Hanukkah. You also have something involving lights. The season of lights, yay! People put up all sorts of little decorations, and it's shiny, and some people put little candelabras in the fronts of their house and light them and go up one each night. That's the more Hanukkah group, and some people have trees with things on them. That's not the Hanukkah group. So at the same time as they both recognize that the days are getting darker and darker, and that the addition of light into this world is a truly wonderful thing, that's kind of where the lines end. There's something really special, I think, in the Jewish system of Hanukkah, where at the point that you start losing darkness, you add one candle. then as you get a little bit darker, it adds another candle, You keep adding candles, almost to the point of the solstice, where everything changes and the days start to get a little bit longer. There's a value that we put on that recognizes that we need to add the light ourselves. That we work in partnership even with God to do what He did on day one, which is add light to the darkness. Christianity brought us Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. There's a lot behind that. I do enjoy a decent movie on December 25th. But for the most part, Christmas for me is a duty day. It's the day that I take duty so that other people can be home and can enjoy Christmas dinners, which, from what I understand, no longer involve goose. Christmas for Christianity, for its essentiality of Christianity, is about the birth of Christ. That's not an important thing in our world. It celebrates the arrival of a messianic era, which in Judaism has never come. If you want to look at messianic eras, for us, the last 2,000 years ain't been that good. So the celebration of that doesn't really coincide with Judaism. And there's a push then to say, you know what? Let's celebrate our thing. Let's value our thing. Let's celebrate the miracle that happened on Hanukkah, that the lights lasted even despite the impurity around it, and despite the desecration that's happening, that people were able to make light happen and a pure light happen. Let's celebrate the victory of the few over the many, of the Jewish people and the Jewish meaning and Jewish relationships over the Greek Empire. They're a serious empire, and we're still here. They're not really still here. That's really impressive. We have a what to celebrate in ourselves, so it's incumbent upon us to celebrate it.